Hi, good morning. Now in this session what we are dealing is audit of different types of undertakings or special audits. So this topic is having two names. The first name will be nothing but audit of different types of undertakings or special audits. Okay now. And this area is having weightage of 10%. What is the marks weightage? It is having 10% for CMA Inter and for final it is 5%. Okay, percentage I'm not telling the marks. The marks may vary. Okay, now the marks may be varying from 8 to 12 marks. At inter level, 8 to 12 marks. At final level, 5 to 10 marks may vary. Okay, now. So, what are the subtopics in this area, or what are the different types of audits we are going to deal? The audits are six topics, ma. Entirely, we are having six topics. So, we are having six topics, ma. So, all the six topics. The first one is regarding educational institutions. What is that, ma? Education institutions. It is nothing but schools and colleges. Next, healthcare organizations. What are healthcare organizations? Nothing but hospitals. Organizations in hospitality sector. Nothing but movie theaters, clubs, and all. Okay, na? Or recreation centers, water parks, and all. Next, audit of banks. Next, audit of cooperative societies and audit of self governments, local self governments. These are the six areas we need to cover in the special audits. Okay. So before entering into the topic, first I want to make you clear that while you are preparing the this topic and while you are listening the class, you should maintain notes and you should write down everything whatever I am telling. Okay, now whatever example I tell, you should write it on the notes because if you are revising after some days, but if you are opening that book which I have made you to write now, you can still remember the topics being covered. Okay, now the strategy you need to follow is that you need to keep a separate notes for entire audit part, and for this you have to for every topic you should maintain notes. Running notes is really important. If you are maintaining running notes, it is good for you because running notes makes your topic to run again and again in your brain. Okay, now and also you will write examples now, then you can get a good understanding of what being said in the class. Okay, so now let us enter into the this topic. Okay, so what is the specialty of the special audits? The specialty of the special audits is that the specialty they are really really hard. It's not really easy. This is the easiest part, provided you follow the technique of visualization. Visualization is a technique which makes special audits easy. So what is meant by visualization? So if I am the person being appointed as an auditor to audit an entity that is of this category, these six types, it is one of the six types, then I should be having good visualization. What is the visualization? What is meant by visualization? I should be visualizing that or dreaming that or assuming that I am at that entity or I am at that place. For example, I am being appointed as an auditor of a hotel. Okay, I should visualize that I am at that place. Then the audit is easy. Okay, now. So visualization really makes the audit easy. Okay, now. So okay, superb. And also, one more point is that there is a difference. There is a big difference between normal entities and this type of six type of entities. So the difference is that source of income, source of income. Okay, and the differentiation is between normal organizations or normal entities and non-profit organizations. Sorry, ma'am. Non-profit organizations. Okay. The difference point of view is source of income. Okay, now For normal entities, the source of income I will be either from sale of goods or supply of services. Supply of goods or supply of services. They will be having the income from this area. But however, in the case of non-profit organizations, their source of revenue will be from multiple areas. They have multiple revenue sources. Multiple revenue sources. Okay, now they will be having multiple revenue sources. So if we are appointed as an auditor for audit of a special different or special audits in the case of special audits, then we should be having thorough knowledge of this multiple source of revenues. I should be having good knowledge of them. If I am have good knowledge, the audit is really cakewalk. Okay now. So what is the good thorough knowledge? We should be having thorough knowledge of expenditure and revenue. Both I should be having good thorough knowledge. Sir, what is the expenditure point? Nothing but payments. What are the payments being made? Okay now. And revenue in the sense, what are the receipts being earned? You should be having thorough knowledge of these two areas. Okay now. And if you are having thorough knowledge and if you are doing the audit of these things, that is payment and receipts, then audit is done. Okay now. That's the thing. First thing you need to remember regarding is that visualization is a technique which you need to follow. Visualization is the technique which you need to follow. Okay now. And there is a big point of difference is from the revenue source. Okay, either in the normal organization it is supply of goods or supply of services. But in the case of non-profit organizations, the revenue source will be from multiple areas. Okay now. So we should be having clear-cut idea of what clear-cut idea of payments and receipts. Okay, and if you are doing the audit of those two areas, the audit is done. Okay. Now in this session, I will deal in such a way that I will deal these audits with the help of examples. If I am dealing with the help of examples, you can remember them perfectly and you need not by heart them. Okay, now? And whatever I am telling, you should please write down on your notes. That really helps you. And the exam time and when you are having short span of time to revise, it really helps you. So you should maintain running notes. Okay, now? Now, so with examples I will be going now. So let us have an example. And in this session, I will deal with the audit of healthcare organizations. Okay, now audit of healthcare organizations. Okay, so audit of healthcare organizations is nothing but hospitals. Okay, so what I have said to you now, you should visualize that you are at that point and you should be feeling. So now let us now let us deal this case with example. Okay, now so there are two guys, ma. The first guy name is Srinivas. Okay, now and the other guy name is Satyakaruna. Karan. Satyakarunama. The guy's name Srinivas and Satyakaruna. Okay, now. So in our example, he is a patient. Who is a patient? Srinivas is patient. And automatically one guy is a patient, the other guy will be doctor, na? So this guy is a doctor. Okay, Satyakaruna. The name, it's genuine name. So he's guy, truthful guy and also kind hearted. Superb. So the issue with the Srinivas is that he's having fever. He's having fever. So and the Srinivas is really a fearful guy and he's having fever. Now what he will do? He is approaching our doctor. He approached our doctor and our doctor is genuine and really kind hearted. So let us assume he is 5 rupees doctor. He is famous in, I don't know the location. 5 rupees doctor you have might have read you might have heard, na? So 5 rupees doctor. Okay, na? So 5 rupees doctor ma. So Satyakaruna. So our guy approached whom? He approached our 5 rupees doctor. So Satyakaruna, as he is genuine, he wrote some sort of reports because the season There, the in example time, the season is like with being affected with corona. That to first wave, corona first wave, no, it is really causing troubles. So in the corona first wave, so automatically with fever, and is also having fear that he's having with the fear. Also, the Satya Corona has written reports around. So he has written some sort of test and asked them to have a check in the lab nearby. The laboratory is there nearby. So he asked them go into test there. Okay, now. So the fare they charged is 50,000 rupees. Really, at that time they have used to charge more than this. Okay, this is nominal in that kind. Okay, now. So they charged the amount 50,000. Superb. And so by the reports, when the reports are arrived, na, so they directly been sent to the doctor. So the doctor has received those reports. Ma. He keenly observed those reports and he got a clarity that it is really more dangerous than corona. Nothing but it is really dangerous than corona. Okay, and that he is going to die because the thing is that he is normal fever. What is this normal fever? So he's going to die definitely because with fear and he's having fear. So when he's having fear and fever, I will encash it. I am doctor Satya Karuna. I will tell only truth and I am also genuine guy. Okay, now and also I'm kind hearted. So what I said now, will I tell the truth? No. So what I said, you are going to die in 10 days if you are not taking treatment here. If you are not taking treatment, you will die. So what he will do? What that guy will do? Definitely, sir. I will do whatever you tell, sir. Please save my life. So this is the scenario. So what that guy done, ma? He joined the hospital for 10 days. They billed him around 4 lakhs, ma. They billed around 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs amount. Super. So it's a good revenue. And after 10 days also they have written some sort of test again to confirm that he is safe. Whether there is a chance of increasing or decreasing. Okay na? So again they have written tests. Okay now. From those tests it is nothing. Do you know now? You have already known this. What is that? It is a normal fever, but the doctor has made him to fit the fever with and also with fear, made him to tell that it is more than corona and he is going to die. This is the case. So next what happened, ma? He has written again test. And with this test, also he has written some sort of X-rays also. So with the X-ray, okay now, with the X-ray, doctor said that sir, you are having hole in the brain. Generally, we will tell there is a hole in the heart, but this guy is telling that there is a hole in the brain. You should be operated within 3 days, or else you will die. What is this, ma? This guy already with fever and also fear. The fever is also gone, but fear is still more. It is more dangerous than corona. Now, so this guy is with fever and fear. Now fever gone. He is having only fear. But the doctor is really good and genuine guy. So he wants to encash the situation. What he said now, you should be operated within 3 days or you will die. The operation charges are around 1 crore. Operation charges are around 1 crore. Okay now. So he said, what is this universe will do? Definitely. I should live. Nothing I have to live. So I will pay, sir, he said. He sold his properties and he has paid the amount. So now also the operation has been done. Ma. So operation done. Operation is successful. But patient fasak? No. Because there is no issue. He will not die. Na? Only because of fear he may die. But now as the patient has paid the amount and the doctor Satyakarana is also famous doctor and he is really great doctor. Because of that he got survived. Okay now. So everything is okay. Okay. In this scenario, I will make you to link up with the audit of hospitals. First, how the patient entered, ma? He entered with a normal fever. Okay, now. So normal fever generally, I may, I will call him as whom, ma? He is outpatient. He is outpatient, ma. So what he will pay? Normal entry fee, some 500 or 1000 will be. So he paid that amount. Okay, now. Okay. Again, the doctor has written some sort of test. and asked him to go for the nearby lab. The amount charged there is 50,000. 50,000. Okay, now. Next, because of the reports, the outpatient became inpatient. Outpatient became inpatient. Ma. So while he is an inpatient, he has to stay there now. Okay. During that time, they has prescribed him some medicines. These medicines are also bought in from the shop of the hospital, medical shop which is in nearby hospital. Okay, now next, and also during this time, the outside food is not allowed. Okay, now outside food is not allowed. So only in canteen. Superb. After that, again the reports are being again he has written some sort of test now. After that report, what he has the hole in the brain, not in the heart, in the brain. Okay, this is a really different case. So what the operation has been fixed to be done. Okay, now operation theater. Okay, now so automatically operation will be done and the amount has been paid. Now in this area, in this criteria point of view, let us see the incomes. First, outpatient. It is a revenue. It is a receipt to him. Next, tests in the laboratory. If the laboratory belongs to the doctor, he will earn entire income. Okay, now. But however, the premises is being there is a laboratory, there is a premises for that to have a laboratory, and outsider has taken laboratory, so he will pay rent. Own means entire income will be his. Outside means they will pay some sort of rent. Okay, na? Next, he became inpatient. If he is inpatient, he will stay inside the hospital and he will pay the bill for the room charge. There will be charge for the rooms per day, so that he will pay. Next, that is the stay part. And medicine. So in nearby medical shop, if it is outside medical shop, but however, doctor will make him to what? He will make him to buy there itself. He will prescribe so those some medicines. These medicines will be available only at that medical shop, nowhere else. Okay, now. And if you are using different medicine, you are dangerous. You will going to get dangerous scenario. So what I will do? I will go to that shop and I will buy there. Automatically, the medical shop guy will pay some sort of commission. Okay, na? Or else if there is a hospital and there is a medical shop inside the hospital, the revenue will be entirely going to doctor. Okay, or hospital. Next, and now in the case of canteen, the canteen the same. If there is the own area and the canteen is directly maintained by the our own hospital, own hospitals guys, then the revenue will be as per their own hospital. However, the premises area is also available for canteen, and outside has taken it on rent, then rental income will be mine. And next, operation. Okay, now, and normally operation theater. Our hospital is having good operation facilities. Okay, there are many outside doctors who are not having that facilities. They will use that premises for also conducting hospitals. So, for conducting operations. So automatically, what is the case, ma? They will pay some amount to us. Okay, these are the source of incomes. Okay, then what can be the source of expenditure? Expenditures can be, I'm telling only few sources. After that, again, I will repeat the sources also. Expenditure normally can be salaries. They have to pay some sort of salaries to the workers working there. And also, he may be purchasing some sort of equipments. Okay, there can be some sort of purchase of equipments regarding in the laboratory he may purchase. If it is own laboratory, the doctor has to purchase, and also surgical equipments and all has to purchase. So that can be equipments. Okay, now equipments has to be purchased. These are the cases of normal expenditures. Okay, so of the incomes there can be, for example, he is earning good income, so automatically what he will do now? He has made some sort of investments. He has made some sort of investments. So automatically he has made some sort of investment. For example, I have purchased the shares of MRF. Then automatically I will get dividend. Na? This can be a source of income. Okay, and also our hospital is really good hospital and is having some sort of government grants and some sort of donations. This can be also source of revenue. It can be a receipt. And another receipt is that The old equipments, for example, I have been surgical equipments and these are really got damaged and I have to sell them. I will sell them as a scrap. That can be a source of income. And in the case of expenditure, okay, there can be capital expenditure. I am having huge incomes, so I will purchase some sort of land and all. Okay, now this can be a source. So totally, this is the source of income. These are the source of incomes, and these are the source of expenditures. Okay, now so income and expenditure. Okay, if you are done with this, audit is done. But before completing that, okay, now so I will have let us have a common area. How to audit all the types of entities? I will tell a pro forma. If you follow that, all audit is done. So for first main thing is that what is that ma? It is visualization technique. What is the technique? It is visualization technique. Okay, now sorry ma. Visualization. Sorry for the spelling mistake. So visualization is a technique which makes the special audits easy. Okay. So and another pro forma or something is that the simple criteria for you to make the audits easy is that first thing, first you need to think of the constitution. What is it, ma? Constitution. Constitution is the first thing you need to have a thought of while you are doing writing the answer. So generally, what is the receipts or the payments is the one more criteria. But how to present the answer? The first step is constitution. How it has been formed. Okay now. And what are the legal compliances? In this area we will write. Okay now. Next is that internal control. What are the internal controls to be required? Whether the internal controls are operating effectively or not. This is the thing you will write. Next, you will go with the revenue. You will go with the revenue. I have said now. What is the source of revenue? I have said some source of revenues. You will visualize those revenues and you will write there. And next, what is the source of expenditure? In the revenue, in the sources, income sources, there can be some sort of capital and some sort of revenue. In the expenditure, there can be capital, there can also be revenue. Okay now. So automatically when it is a capital, we will get assets and liabilities. So we have to go with verification of assets and liabilities. So we'll have to write a point regarding verification of assets and liabilities. What we should mention, ma? Opening balance of assets, any additions, any subtractions. You have to write. And after that, automatically depreciation plus physical verification. Okay, now these things to be added. This is the case of that. And last case is that these assets and liabilities will be disclosed in financial statements now. So about financials also we have to write. About financial statements, we have to mention few points like disclosure requirements have been properly complied or not, and asset classification has been properly made or not. These are things if you are writing, it is done. This is the special audit point of time. Okay, now how to proceed with the special audit. So okay, now first thing is that you should be having good visualization and also bifurcation regarding source of incomes and source of expenditures has to be known to you. If you are known to that, that is done, clear. And I have said now, so that presentation I will mention a like constitution, okay now, and internal control, receipts, payments, watching or sorry, verification of assets and liabilities that can be written as A, and next last one financial statements, financials. If you are writing this, huh, definitely in exam if they are giving for 8 to 10, definitely will get 8 marks. That is for sure. Okay now. So if you follow this criteria, you are good and you are safe at special audits. Thank you, ma.